Hi. Now, if like me you've been trying to find a radio that you can actually use on your bicycle that has a speaker, so you don't have to actually put your earbuds in, thereby you can't hear the traffic, and it makes life a bit less safe. I've come up with a proposition which I hope you like. If you don't like it, then that's fine as well. The radio that I have just purchased in the UK is called the Roberts Sports 988, and it has 3 wave bands, 2 AM bands, medium wave and long wave. In the USA, I don't know if you use long wave anymore, and it also has FM. Now, I think this is a very good bit of kit. It's very simple. Simply switch on up there. You have the volume control here. Just turn up a bit. That's where your headphones go in. And if you don't want to use headphones but still want to get decent reception on FM, there's this little bit of wire that you can just plug in, and that will give you that acts as an aerial for FM. So if we were to go on to FM,
VAT, because you can't change the rate of VAT within a European member state.
There we are,
and
getting
national insurance, because the UK is responsible for
a good signal. You'll see the speaker on the front there, quite a reasonable sized speaker, and reasonably loud enough to hear when you're going along country lanes anyway. If you're going along really busy roads, you probably won't hear it too well. So to give some idea of the volume, here we go, just turning it up.
Independence is both about the heart and the mind.
So is there anywhere we can practically explore to see how Devo Max might?
Turn it off before I get done for any copyright infringement or whatever. And here is the this actually switches us between wavebands. Now in the UK you get 3 wavebands, 2, as I mentioned earlier on, 2 on AM, including long wave. Now long wave there aren't many stations on, but very useful if, like me, you're really boring and old and you like to listen to Radio 4, and to be able to get a signal just about anywhere you are in the country within reason. And I tried this in a number of places, and the long wave signal is generally very good indeed. You can get long wave in many places. You can't get FM. You can set presets by using these buttons on the side. I won't bother with that too much now, but you've got 10 presets on each channel, which is pretty good. You can buy this for around about the £42 mark. Places like Amazon, it's pretty widely available. If you're in the States, in the USA, it's not called the Roberts Radio. It is in fact the Sangean America DT210, but you'll probably pay about a similar price in dollars, so about $42, something like that. So that's the basic radio. So how do you then mount it onto your handlebars? Well, that's via this jobby. Now, I actually bought this for my Samsung Galaxy S. It's a water resistant case. Now this one is made by Ultimate Add-ons, and that's the one I would suggest going for, simply because this is the one I've had success with. It has a very nice simple way of actually attaching to the handlebars at the back as well, so you haven't got these long bits in between that I find sometimes break. So this thing just unzips. It's got a zip all the way around there. trying to do this one-handed with the camera, which is a bit tricky. So you simply open the thing up and then get your Roberts radio, your Sangean or whatever, and insert him into the case. Now the thing to note is that when you put the radio in, and then do the bottom zip up and zip it up towards the top, because if you do that, you've then got access to your on-off button, to your volume control, and to your either your aerial or your headphones, whichever you like. So that just in use, that top part just stays open like that. And by sheer good fortune and nothing else, the radio just sits in there absolutely beautifully. It could have been tailor-made for it. Now, of course, how do you actually hear your radio through the cellophane? Well, the simple answer is that the noise of the volume of the radio will actually transmit through the cellophane, but it's a little bit blurry. So if you want to get full volume, what I've done is I've just actually cut a piece out of the cellophane there, and this is how I did it. So I just literally went round with a pen and just, if you like, joined up the dots from the outer ring there, just over and over again, just so that it's quite clear, and that gives you your template to actually your bit to cut out then. Now, of course, don't actually do your cutting. You can cut just with a little modelling knife or whatever, but obviously do your cutting without the radio inside, and you just get that little bit comes out, and then that can be discarded. But as I say, if you're not too bothered about the level of sound, you needn't actually bother with this stage at all. So you might want to actually just play around with that yourself to see what which best fits you. And this is the radio just in operation in this little case. So there we are. We can change wave bands, we can change tuning and so on. We can get the volume change up and down,
and have been right on the spot from
the cricket. And we can easily turn on and off, and so on. What you can't use is the controls on the side, which are the for the presets and so on. But they're pretty irrelevant, so they don't really make much difference. Right, so we'll just now attach radio and its little holder to the bike handlebars. Let's tilt it forward a little bit. Just tighten up there with that little wheel. Really easy to get on and off. And there we are. So we'll now go for a little ride around the corner just to see it's working. Okay, so here we are. I put the little FM flexible aerial on. Remember to tie it onto something and don't let it go flopping in your front wheel. Okay, so here we can just now switch on.
In only 3 innings, 3 innings actually, 3 tests, 3 innings. You get second. Then
switch on.
You do 400s or 500s in a row?
Oh, I did a few, I don't know, in a row. I did a few, because like 2 seasons of 100 hundreds, isn't there? 100 rather. And so, yeah.
Leicester, they've taken the game to Norwich, and it's at the moment they deserve the lead.
Very, very interesting at Carrow Road. Into the last 20 minutes, Newton's goal has Leicester in front. Norwich 1, Leicester 2.
Millwall 0, Bolton 2 with 15 minutes to play. It's a key moment, you feel, when Kane and Henderson had those two chances.
So I hope that helps a few people. Any questions or whatever, please leave a message on YouTube, and I'll try and answer them.